Again, the categories are the same. Posing is 1 to 10. Effects is 1 to 10. Props.
Man, I used to play the trap spot, propped on the block like I was part of the backdrop. Now it's scale, props, effects, and backdrops. The right lighting, you never catch me biting. Say you make it look so real when you pose the figures fighting. I caught lightning, stuck it in the detour. Replicate epic scenes from the Creed War. Compose pieces with artists that span the globe. Fearsome foes, Spidey in the picture perfect pose. Insert the comic book cut out to shoot a show. Oh, you ain't know? Yo, everybody know me. I made nerds cool nerd like my man Zobi. Took the everyday display, gave it a spark. Welcome to articulated comic book art.
Oh, I forgot I had got my pass signed by Dave and by Dwight too. So I'm still holding on to all my passes from every Comic-Con. And this one was special. I mean, I had a blast. I had a lot of fun. And I got my pass signed by these guys. Baggage! Yes, sir. This was a package from my man Ashrock, 1982. Hooked it up here with a nice package for the FSP. Little Avengers 3 3/4 inch action happening here. Captain America, which I really want for myself. I'm gonna have to pose this and put this some pictures before I send it. Thor, I had that one. I traded it for some reason. And then he's got the yellow jacket. I don't know if the little Ant-Man's in there. No, I don't think so. And then he's got the Hulkbuster Iron Man and Juggernaut there. And then he's got the Avengers DVD, Heroes of Tomorrow there, and Iron Man DVD right here. So that is very cool. And then he told me this is actually for the prize package for the ACBA World Championship Tournament. So San Diego Comic-Con exclusive Thor. Very, very nice figure. Big thanks to my man Ashrock 1982. I'm gonna link my man. This dude is one of the funniest people on YouTube, man. I really like him. He's got a good spirit, good dude, man. So big thanks to my man Ashrock 1982. So I opened up the Judge Dredd figure that I got last week from New York Comic Con. Really nice figure. Really happy to have this guy. Beautiful sculpt, paint, just an all-around great figure. A little shorter than I expected. I thought he would actually be a little taller, but just a really nice figure. I'm kind of mad at myself for having to backtrack now and get all of these legendary comic book heroes, but the main reason why I had passed up on them at first was because I just wasn't too thrilled about the individual characters. Didn't know much about them, and because there was no supporting characters. Like, you could get Judge Dredd, but you couldn't really get any of his comrades or any villains. And you know, the same thing with pretty much every character, Madman and Marv. And I just wanted like supporting characters, and that's why I didn't really go out and get the line. But these guys are basically just like the 16th wave of Marvel Legends. I mean, this is the articulation and the paint and stuff that you guys love from Toy Biz Marvel Legends here, and these independent comic company characters here. But really great figure, man. So I got the X-Force 3-pack open, and the X-23, which was already open. I told Danny to just bring it loose. Call myself trying to put together the 3 3/4 inch X-Force team, but it doesn't look like it's happening. So the arm snapped off a Warpath for the hand right when I was trying to turn it at that joint right here. I was kind of disappointed. I like the figure, but I was disappointed that you can't put both knives in the holster in the back. That was kind of a fail. So that kind of made me angry. I had turned this hand at first, and it seemed like it had got loose, and I was like, does it not turn there? And then I turned the other hand. I'm like, oh, no, it does have articulation there at the wrist. It's supposed to, you know, it's supposed to turn, but this one just snapped off. So the Wolverine figure was okay. Just wish it had more articulation. You can't really get him into that good, like, crouching pose with Wolverine with his claws out. I didn't like the fact that it didn't have fists. X-23 was nice, but I don't like the leg joints. You can't get her into any type of crouching pose, but the figure actually looks nice. And then Deadpool's leg was crooked here, so you can't even really stand him up. So I'm just disgusted with these right now. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I just went and dug in the garbage and got out the box for the 3-pack. I don't even know what store it came from, but I'm gonna try to exchange it at Toys R Us. We'll see. So I'm revisiting this. This has been up here, and I haven't worked on it or fixed it in a couple of months since I first talked about the compilation DVD for A.C.B.A. I'm actually the one holding it up because I didn't shoot my portion of the video, and I didn't record my my vocals for the song for my portion of the video. But DJ Radio Raheem has just been in and out of town, and we just can't like connect on our schedules. But everybody else's DVD video is in, so I'm just working on this now. I took everything out around the sides and just kind of left the core so I could figure out what I'm doing here and finish it up. I'm happy with the core of it here. Just this right here, I just wanted to fix up the outer portion and just clean it up a bit. And I'm happy with the fact that it's raw and it's not really enclosed, and I wanted it to be like that, and for only certain portions of it to be seen, like the walls coming down and stuff. I still think it makes for a real nice display though. I just need to clean up a few things here, but I'm pretty happy with the core of this, and it's a good, nice battle scene pile up on Hope. So I'm gonna fix this. Just hit up True, picked this up. It was cheap, and I really just want the Wasp and the Ant-Man. Although I am gonna take some shots with the full team though. Yes, sir, we're officially back at it. This is Boog Nice 10 coming at y'all with the just put out the second round information for the ACBA World Championship Tournament on the ACBA community channel. I'm gonna show a little bit of footage from that, just so it's on my channel too, just so it's no excuses, and just so everybody knows the information is out there. So here's a little clip that I left out from the main video, but this is how it looked though. If you have not seen that 12-part recap of the 17 entries that I graded from the first round on my channel, I would advise that you take a look at that. I'll leave it up there probably for like another week. Even if your video wasn't one of the entries that I graded, I would advise that you look at that, because that's pretty much how all the judges are grading, and that's how it's going down all across the board. So I would take a look at that, and I will really focus on making everything crisp and everything neat. No sloppiness. Make sure your cutouts are as crispy as possible. Don't put any sloppy work forward. I'm looking at every little thing, and we grading you on every little thing. This is the second round now. You made it through. It's no more BS. So this is that. A video appeared on the ACBA community channel. That's where round 2 is going to be taking place. That's where everybody's going to be posting their video responses for round 2. Is that video that appeared on the ACBA community channel on Sunday, October 23rd, 2011. So just a reminder, like I said at the beginning of the competition, the rounds will be split amongst my channel. Where you have to post your video for each round will be split amongst my channel, Configure's channel, and the ACBA community channel. So again, round 2 is happening on the ACBA community channel. If you're not subscribed to that channel, I would suggest that you do that ASAP. I will link the channel in this video. And then the other thing is I've gotten a lot of questions overnight about stipulations for round 2 and things about the rules. The rules have not changed. I have tried to get everybody to download the rules or hit me up and request the rules. The rules have not changed. They are specifically outlined what you can and cannot do throughout every single round. The only thing that's different is the theme for this round. So if you need a copy of the rules, I would suggest that you go in the Facebook group, download them, or message me and I'll send them right over to you. But I don't want anybody to get disqualified for not following the rules properly. There is still only one single freestanding display. You cannot do 2 and 3 displays in one in different shots. You can only do one freestanding display. It's still 2 minutes and 30 seconds is the cutoff mark. You can only simulate movement with still motion format. You still need one effect, at least one prop. You need backdrop. You need comic book cutouts. It's exactly the same. I would advise everybody to look at the rules. All right, so I got Wonder Man back up in there, and and Spider-Woman. And I got Professor X a little farther away from the action. He was a little too close to Hope. Got him doing his telepathic thing there behind Black Bolt. Thought that worked out better. Baggage!
I just want to say cheese.
You want to say what?
I just want to say cheese.
Say package! So this was a package from my man Hector off of Facebook. I'm not sure if he's got a YouTube and what his YouTube moniker is, but some money here for t-shirts and stickers, reminding everybody I still got t-shirts and stickers. The stickers are really, really clean too. It's 3 different types of stickers that I have right now. The plain ACBA logo sticker, and then there's one that was like rendered a little more shinier with the ACBA URL below it, the community channel URL, and then there's one with my channel URL under it too. So maybe I'll show those in a sec, but he sent money for that. So he sent a nice donation right here for the FSP. This is our first Gears of War figures in the FSP, I believe. So Marcus Phoenix right here, real nice. The Locust Sniper, a Cole, which I don't even have, Augustus Cole. And then he got some Marvel Select figures, the Zombie Spider-Man right here. These bases are just great. And the Zombie Captain America. So a real nice donation from my man Hector. Big thanks. FSP is looking great. So real quick, here's the stickers that I have available right now. There's the regular ACBA sticker, which is the original regular design of the logo. There is one with the with my channel URL beneath it, and you can see that the logo was kind of remastered, I guess you could say, that little shiny part up at the top right hand corner. And then there's one with the YouTube community channel URL below it. So the stickers are 1 for $5, 3 for $10, 4 for $12. Usually when people buy 4, I'll mix them up and give you 2 of one, and then give you one of the other 2, and just mix them up so you can have one of each of the stickers. And within the United States, I don't charge shipping. It only costs me a stamp, so I ship it out free. So anybody interested in stickers, just hit me up. Just trying to get some shots here. Without the stands, obviously, but just a nice little flying shot. Just messing around a little bit with the little mini Ant-Man that came with a MU Avengers, Classic Avengers box set. A little more progress.
Daddy? Daddy?
Yes?
What are you doing?
I'm recording.
You can't see me? You can't see me, Daddy?
I can see you just fine.
You can't see me?
See, this is the type of shit that makes me believe I'm gonna have to go to my local post office and smack the shit out of somebody. So, if you remember some weeks ago back in between time when the tournament was starting up, I had got an entry fee from somebody, or what I thought was going to be an entry fee, and the envelope was open and the $6 was stolen. And so now when I get my Toys R Us mail, the regular mail that I get from Toys R Us, I get 2 of everything, because there's one addressed in my name and there's one addressed in my baby mom's name. So you know, a lot of these come with these little coupons on them. So this one had the coupon on there, stuck on there, and then this one had no coupon at all. Now you say, you know, well, that's probably not a big deal, but if you a thief, this is just the type of thing that you would expect somebody to say, oh, it's not a big deal. It might have came off in transit or whatever the case may be. But I don't believe that, because these things are stuck on there so tight that it can't just come loose like that. I don't think that's what happened. I think somebody just took the shit off and figured that the person who was receiving it would just chalk it up to it getting lost in transit or whatever the case may be. But I'm going to have to go over to my station and see these people personally and see why the hell they keep taking my shit. Package! So this was a package from Marvel Merc. I got the Balrog, Street Fighter, SOTA Street Fighter joint. Real happy to get this right here. And I also got Loki right here. Happy to get this too. Real dope. Big thanks to my man Marvel Merc. So I added this Smash cutout back there. This one was hard to get on because I had tape on there before. I had to rip the tape off. Really don't like the way the it's kind of shining and looks like it's up in different places though. Just got to get the right angle, I guess, when I record it. Change the position of Wasp will make it look like she's dodging the Hulk's punch right there a little bit more. And she's screaming, ah! And then I worked on this ECO a little bit better. Got the boom right next to the explosion, so it looks better. Could probably fix that boom a little bit more, but it's coming along. Like I said, I want it to be raw, so it's coming towards the end now. I like this angle right here, where you can see how punching these two guys. So I'm pretty happy to get this figure, man. Overall, it's a really nice looking figure. They just messed up on the mechanics with these legs and using that Doc Samson lower half. I like the articulation on the arms, and even though there's really no ab crunch, it still gets a nice range of motion with that diaphragm joint. But the look of the figure is just amazing. But oh man, they just screwed up on the legs on this figure. Really nice figure though. I'm pretty happy with the figure overall, but those legs is just horrible, man, horrible. If you notice, I didn't really get Loki in too many dynamic poses in that whole little sequence because it ain't really much you could do with these stupid legs. I'm just real disappointed about the legs that they put on him, but overall it's still a nice figure. And I didn't feel like opening my SDCC Thor, the one that you saw many episodes back. In Meantime in Between Time, that was actually Fernando's. When he was over here, he had opened his, so I still haven't even opened mine. I'm gonna just wait for the one at retail, so I didn't really get all the Avengers in that little sequence. But so people always ask me where I get props and stuff from, and I mean, they come from everywhere. They come from the most unlikeliest of places sometimes. So this figure right here is the Heap from McFarlane. I used to be a big McFarlane collector, and this figure you saw in that picture with Judge Dredd. But you know, I don't have too many McFarlane figures anymore. I traded most of them or sold them or what have you. I do still have this guy, but I saw embedded in this figure is a lot of different things. Shovel, tire, all different types of things. But I actually picked out all of the little glass shards that was in them. Most of them, I picked out a bunch of the glass shards that was in them. And then that picture with Iron Man and the skull and stuff like that, this is where I got those parts from. It was like a almost a full skeleton embedded in him. And most of these were put in there with like little pegs. So I can actually put all of this stuff back for the most part. The figure's not completely ruined. But that's where I got those little parts from. I'm going to use the shards of glass for something. And like I said, you saw that I used the skull and bones and stuff like that, and that Iron Man shot with Loki. So I mean, you just got to keep an eye open. There's always props all around and different things that you can use, especially from older figures that you may not want to display or keep anymore. Just for the record, this took mad patience. Like even the simplest things sometimes take patience. A lot of people come into ACBA and they think they could just do anything and it'll fly, but you learn real fast that it takes a lot of dedication and patience to try to do this. I had to put a really tiny small piece of wax in between the second and the third O there, and then just sit it right on top of the sword. There's a piece of wax right at Iron Man's chest plate where the sword is sticking through, and then I just sat the electricity little parts right on top of it. I didn't even put them on with any wax. I just kind of sat them on top. So this took a minute, and really it's not even about the video for this, it's about the picture. I'm just trying to get this angle on the picture. So a lot of patience. Simple. Smoke cut out, and then the sound. Stand. There you go. So just something simple right here, just showing, like, you know, when you trying to build the display, you need to start with something that you're comfortable with, some type of centerpiece, and then just build around it. I mean, all I got is Psylocke, 1 foot, she's balancing there. I do have this guy resting on a stand, taking a kick, but you know, just practicing a little bit. Then you can start building around it, adding other ninjas and other people, and if I wanted to have them ganging up on her, than I could, but you know, just messing around with the placement of the cutouts too. You can see that stem is coming from her head for the most part, from the mouth for the most part, but the wax is on the shoulder, and that way I could just stick it up. I think it's good placement, but just messing around here. What a great 3 3/4 inch Spider-Man this is. If you remember, I showed him in the last part of my New York Comic Con MTIT. I had picked him up for like $3 loose at the con, but he was loose. I picked him up loose, but his joints were really, really loose too. So my man Loco Lou took him and tightened up the joints, gave him a little wash, and just made him better. But I think this is the best 3 3/4 inch Spider-Man I've seen. Probably one of the best 3 3/4 inch figures, period, as far as the articulation is concerned. I mean, this guy's got Legends level articulation, double jointed elbows. That arm pops off, but you know that happens with these little figures. But double jointed elbows, double jointed knees. He's got waist articulation. He's got that upper diaphragm joint there that a lot of the new Hasbro figures have. Same thing on both sides. He's even got wrist articulation, ankle articulation. He swivels here at the top of the shin, swivels at the top of the thigh, ball jointed hips. This is just a great figure, man, all around. What a great figure. So I'm pretty happy with this guy and how he turned out. Really impressed with this figure, man. This figure is just beautiful all around. Excellent paint, sculpt, articulation, the interchangeable head and hands, and this guy is just a beautiful figure, man. I'm always impressed every time I open a SOTA Street Fighter figure. I wish I would have got up on these guys a lot sooner. I remember some months ago, before I got my first one, I actually saw a T-Hawk and Toy Tokyo and passed up on it. I really wish I wouldn't have done that. I mean, especially since so many people said that's one of the best ones. But I think this Balrog is just excellent. I'll get him in some shots in a second.
Let's get him. I plays no games, y'all lames is on that silly shit. No cut for a month, I'm on my Philly shit. My face woofing, I'm looking like a Sunni. I whoop my man C, and we looking like some Goonies. Nah, I ain't go to CUNY. I was a hard rock. I enrolled in the school of the hard knocks. I played the block, turned soft white, the hard rock. I told my man, I just want what God got. The whole world in the palm of my hands. My old girl ain't part of my plans, and she's so tight. But my new bitch is so right.
This has been another episode of Meantime in Between Time. Don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe. Please come join us on the ACBA Facebook group. Come sub us on the ACBA YouTube community channel. I will link both of those places. Just a reminder here, once again, we are exactly 2 weeks away from the second round post for the ACBA World Championship Tournament. Today is Saturday, October 29th, 2011. And, you know, entries are due 2 weeks from today on Saturday. By 11:59 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I want to just encourage everybody to get out there, get the rules in hand, get them in front of you. Don't make the mistake of not knowing what's going on and getting eliminated on a technicality. I don't want to see that happen to anybody. I just want to see everybody come out and put out their best display. There will definitely be matchups in this second round, random matchups. So I would advise everybody to put out a display like you going against whoever you think is the best. You will not know who you're randomly matched up against and who you're trying to eliminate in this next round until probably after you post your video. So put out your best display, put your best foot forward. So I'll talk to you guys in another week, which will be the midway point before before everybody's got to post up their video in that next Saturday. So I guess that's about it. Peace.